Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary Gongsun Zan campaign. We pick things up for episode 13 from turn 102 in the autumn season of 210. So, we are making our final pushes in the south to take over everything Sun Quan has. He has about 2 armies left, so not much. And then what's exciting is what's happening around Hefei right now. We own Lujiang thanks to Tai Shizi's betrayal as administrator. We turncoated him and we took the entire commandery, which is nice. We did pick up Zhengjiang last episode as well, and there's a couple turncoats in Cao Cao's faction that I'm not exactly interested in, or technically Cao Pi's faction. So we're going to ignore that for now. We can take a look at who's really surrounding us here. We have Cao Cao stack right here. A decent army, has siege weapons. Another sizable army, Cao Pi himself, who has to go through actually Yellow Turtle Rebellion to get to us with Sima Yi again. And then Zhang Yan's also over here, and he has another army in the river. So quite a few armies around, and even the fishing port is taking a lot of pressure. We held back last episode, we took them out. So what we need to do is actually set up the defense here. We have obviously quite a few people who can do this. We have one Vanguard in particular. Hold on, give us a second, we gotta find him. Not Zhou it's Zuo Dan who can do this, who can come here and defend for us. He's stubborn and he's fairly fast, so that's our 2 conditions we need. He does have a retinue on him, so he's going to be a little bit pricey to summon out. We're going to use him to proxy movement because we need 50% to form ourselves a little encampment. And everyone can be deleted here. And he will be enough to hold this entire fishing port for us. Someone mentioned that we probably have the entire set of the fortress. We don't, but we do have the set for the wall. He cannot use that because he cannot get the armor piece for that. I don't want him to lose any speed, right? And both of the armor will actually reduce speed by 8%. I don't want that. So I'm not going to give him anything because his job is literally to run around to make sure the enemy cannot beat his encampment, and we'll just stall them out. So pretty much Zhao Yun's job. He doesn't need any items to be effective. Meanwhile, speaking of Zhao Yun, his defensive task here is done. We can actually turn this to an offensive push with our very strange army here. It's good enough to the point where I can probably use it as the reinforcement. Oh, they still have quite a bit. Okay. We'll cover them. They'll move back behind. We might even want to march behind just to get out of Zhao Yun's way, so Zhao Yun can attract all the attention, then they can strike them next turn. That's where Yan Liang's army went. He was invisible for a while, so we couldn't figure out where he was. He was probably ambushed or backed off a little bit. There's a few places we can take, despite the army being depleted. Shouldn't be a problem. And we're also making a push this way. Get them into enemy territory. We can't reach this turn, so we might as well just go here. Someone can hold the garlic for us. Push that replenishment up much higher for the entire army group. So we've been waiting to build a state workshop very cheaply because each of these reduce their building cost by 10%. Yellow buildings reduce purple building construction costs, so that's why we kind of held on to these, even though this building I have no intention to keep. This also is kind of a waste of money at this point, so let's just get that built to a higher tier first before we get rid of these. Right now there's still some value here. Like I can get money here, we might keep this for a while. If we get rebellions, we'll take care of it with our administrator, who we need to give our son a full stack as well. He's level 5, awkward level. Because ideally we like level 6, so that they can get the raiders, but he's probably not close to 6. Yeah, relatively not close to 6. We'll summon him not right away, maybe in the future. Zhangjiang 38. A tad on the older side. But we could maybe marry her, because Suren's kind of out of reach right now. It's been quite difficult to convince her to join us. She has fondness because we released her. He has no, he doesn't. He hasn't acquired it, but she acquired it, so it's possible. You know, when the faction gets destroyed, she will join us. She's 21. She would be a better fit for our son. Maybe we'll marry Zhengjiang to our oldest son, who's 36. They're fairly matched. And they're happy together. Alright. As a family member, we'll save a little bit of salary. She still has the title, so that's still going to weigh on her. And as part of the family, she should be happier with us, so that's good. And then Suren will marry him. Zhuge Liang will probably marry her. And then we'll find him. That's not going to be a good wife for him, but that's fine. Administrator of Cangwu, you have the stack. You have cavalry. We would like fire arrows on them. We also would like movement speed. Which one do we want more? Let's go mobility first. It's a kiting job, mostly. Alright, everyone has moved. We don't have any spy ability or candidates waiting for us. All about build up. Ling. I thought we wanted to push this all the way up first. Yeah, we're gonna get rebellions pretty much everywhere. It has a lot to do with our tax. Sure, we can bring it down. And... Alright, let's bring it down 1 tier. Let's think about the people. Gonna pass on that. Alright, I think we're good. And then we're not at war. We're at war with everyone. We're not missing out any wars. And I think we can go next. I doubt anyone would actually take on the city. They might siege it. If they siege it and we have to fight them by sallying out, it might be difficult because of how strong they are. Meeting them in the field will be tough. She's decked out in items, so yeah. Let's see what happens. If they want to siege us for a long time, we do have quite a bit of reserve. Should be okay. I can also lose the city. If we do get attacked, I'll talk about the Battle of Hefei itself. Let's see what happens. Zhao Yun's getting his first go here. This used to be Yuan Shao's army. He obviously got executed, so they replaced him. And this will be another loop. This will be quite an easy loop, because there's not many men left, so see you guys at the end here. Alrighty. Same show. Our cavalry get to run them over next time. Yuan Huian. She is the daughter, I'm guessing, of Yuan Shao. We'll let her go. And Yan Liang wants to go. I mean, sure. This one might show. We'll spend a little time talking about Hefei, since that might be coming up next. Alrighty, so it's raining, doesn't really matter. Where are their troops? Let me just put that right there. Zhao Yun can go out right here. And we'll chat about Hefei. So, Hefei's location in game is slightly off. You guys remember the big lake next to the town? That lake is called Chaohu, basically Lake Chao, and it has small rivers that comes out of the lake that links it to the south towards the Yangtze River, and it has rivers leading to the north to the city of Hefei itself, which is right by that big lake. Hefei is still a major city today, and during the Three Kingdoms period, Hefei in the start was not such a big city per se. It was more of a military stronghold that guarded the riverways that linked from the Yangtze River to the lake, to the city, and then farther north. It was being built up during the period before Cao Cao took over. There was a very talented administrator there who spent a lot of time building up the walls of Hefei. But you can think of it as pretty much a strong military stronghold during this period. And the purpose of this city was to defend against any sort of attack from the Yangtze to the north. Now you might think, with such a big river mostly under the control of the Wu Navy, you can attack the north anywhere. And that is partially true, not entirely true. So during this period, in the later stages of the Three Kingdoms, not in the beginning, right? Cao Cao took over at Chibi, took over the Jin province, lost at Chibi, and then pulled back. And then the policies after that period was a policy of migration. So a large amount of population that lived on the north bank of the Yangtze River actually were forced to migrate north, creating this almost dead zone, a buffer zone of not a lot of civilians, not a lot of cities. The Jin province, which was really wealthy in the beginning of the Three Kingdom period, actually saw this huge shift of population and wealth. There's a lot of forced labor under the rule of, say, Cao Ren, where the local population would basically became labor for basically constructing walls and fortifications, and a lot of the agricultural activities and merchants and trade shifted north. So it actually bankrupted a lot of this region to create this zone that was very hard for armies to move through. Because let's say Sun Quan attacked Hefei 4 times, I believe, with close to 100,000 men. Well, the logistics of moving that 100,000 men north is very difficult. You have to feed them, and to bring food is something that all armies have big challenges during this period. We don't have, cars, so you have these chariots or carts that's pushed by a horse or pushed by cows carrying food, and that's really ineffective. Because think about the crew you need to guard that food, to transport that food, and to have that food supply continuously keep up with army. So that created a huge limitation on where you can attack on the map. You can't attack anywhere through that land, right? It's one thing if there was a population center on the land where you're attacking. So let's say there's a big city right on the north bank. I attack it, I win, I take over the city, I get all the food that's stored there. That can replenish us. But if you had this dead zone where it's pretty much no population, no food deposit, you can't take anything, then you have to bring your own food. So land transport of food became extremely inefficient. So you had to find some sort of riverway or naval route to bring the food with you. Because then you can have a small crew bring a lot of food on ships or rafts that are floating behind. So attacking through Chaohu, right under Hefei, became the most feasible route for Sun Quan. So he was kind of forced into attacking there if he wanted to attack to the east. And he definitely wanted to attack to the east because the central area, the Jin province, was much more of a mess in terms of geopolitical, because you have Liu Bei's men there. They're dying over there, don't worry about them. This is quite a simple battle. You have Liu Bei's men there with Guan Yu stationed there. You also had Cao Ren stationed there on Cao Cao's side, so it was a lot more difficult. Hefei became this really nice target for him because the men stationed there was not as much as in the Jin province. They had less to protect because to the north of Hefei you had a stretch of land That was more of the Xu province. It was kind of a buffer zone before you reach the capital. Whereas if you break through Nanjun, where Cao was being held, you had Xiangyang, you had Nanyang, and then you had Luoyang in the capital region. Those were wealthy centers, so you had a lot more to lose. So Hefei had Zhang Liao, Li Dian, and Yue Jin, those three generals defending here. I think in the early stages, right after Chibi, where Cao Cao was relatively weak and spread out, I know the legend says 800 men defeated an army of 100,000. It wasn't that bad. I think he had 4,000 plus. It was just that he charged out with 800 and absolutely crushed them. We'll explain how that battle happened, probably in a future lore series, but the whole idea of why you see Sun Quan repeatedly attack Hefei and why the city is important during this period is mainly because it blocks the riverway that provided easy transport of food for any army that wanted to march north. And you can kind of see Cao Cao's policy of moving populations north as a means to not only kind of fortify his positions in the north, but also to create this zone where it's very hard for armies to replenish because there was no population there when they reach there. So for enemy armies, it's very difficult to maintain supply lines if they had to push supply lines by land route. And that's why battles in the north that previously happened, let's say, Faith Divide DLC, it's all about Guandu. What is Guandu? Guandu is official ferry, right? If you translate it, it's a ferry point in a small river near the capital. Same logic. Yuan Shao is invading with a huge army, you need to bring food. So all these key battle sites, Baima is also a crossing. These are all river crossings because you needed to hold these river crossings to ensure your armies can get continuous supply line so it can feed itself. And that's why when Yuan Shao's supply got burned, all the morale went out of the door and they had to retreat back with only about a couple hundred men, even though they came with, I think, close to 120,000 men to invade Cao Cao there. It just didn't work out in the end. But that's basically the idea of warfare and supplies during this period. Now, can we actually wipe them out? Oh, we should have done this on 3 times speed. What am I doing? Too much storytelling. Not enough killing. I think Yanliang's already dead. It's just our boy here. Does he want a duel? He does not. He's a smart boy. Alright, we're gonna lead them over. We still have these towers, so they're gonna take a nice little round trip here and we'll loop them out. Somehow they burned this, but it didn't spread because of the rain, which is wonderful, or else the whole thing usually falls apart after one corner or one piece of the wall gets picked on. Yeah, we would like to destroy some of these armies, because my all-cavalry army is not exactly the best thing against their spear units. But fortunately, most of their spear don't carry shield, so we could take care of that there. Cavalry's pretty fast. 119 speed? Are you kidding me? I need them to not go inside. Not go inside. Here, I'll charge them. I don't want to get surrounded by infantry though, so we're gonna get out. Smash them. There we go. Cavalry's gone. And we're free to run. Yeah, we should be able to wipe them out. Right here. Don't go inside. I'm right here. I should really loop them back over there. Like 4 archers, crossbowmen trying to hit us. Alright, now we can capture this. How did they even burn this down? Oh, Xiongnu cavalry have raider trait. Right, because they're Xiongnu cavalry. should be over soon. I would give you a chance. Oh, he has garlic. Oh, what if we have to execute him for that? I guess he can drop that. Only weapons are kind of undroppable right now. But items can still be dropped. So technically we don't have to kill him. I mean, I can do this. What are they gonna do to me? Oh, I was gonna get off my horse and go fight them. But they routed. Alrighty. More money for us. And he ooh, he dropped the garlic. And he got caught. And he's a brilliant officer. They re-rolled him. He doesn't start with this, he starts with Vane. He got re-rolled. Let's keep him alive. Let's get him some fondness. Maybe he'll join us. You, on the other hand, we should execute to force him to recruit another general to come and maybe, you know, get captured by us. Right, they have so many armies. But they're all gonna lose to our forts. So this one, he's 62. That's one problem I have with him. He's gonna die of old age. But before he does that, he's gonna hold a lot of things for us. So this is really no contest. We're not really gonna fight them. He has fire, so I guess the fort's gonna die. There's really no point to show this. It's just gonna be us running around for 40 minutes, so see you guys at then. Alrighty. Yeah, let's see what we get out of this fight. Money, of course. China willing to join. This is Cao Cao's army group. Right, they reinforced. Five income to all type. Pacifist. Could be a good administrator. Not interested in her, but pretty interested in her. So I think we're gonna release her and employ her. And they are now leading the attack. Xiahou group. Okay. Xiahou group have the siege on. Same result. They never learn. But maybe we'll get Xiahou here. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna show this one because it shouldn't last that long. We'll do 3 times. Yeah, come shoot us. We have 121 speed. Try to catch us if you want. We have a roar, but that's probably not our best weapon here. I don't want the units to get too close to our structure since they are Qingzhou units. I want to loop them. Xiahou is joining really fast. Does he want a duel? Oh, a couple of them actually want a duel. We don't have any weapon on ours, so we don't actually want to fight them. Xiahou has 155 speed. How? Wait, how do you get that much speed? Mobility is what, 25%? Oh, he's hiding, but how did he get so much speed? What horse is he using? Like, what's the trick here? Oh, they're burning it down. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, nature's ally from the... Okay, so she's giving him the boost to make him 155. Oh, terrible. Alright, losing half of our structure is also bad, but... that should be it. Alright, if I kite this wall, I should be able to finish them off pretty quickly. They can take a shortcut inside. Like, what is there to take now? Yeah, 131, 121 is more reasonable. He's getting too many boosts from that. I was scared for a second. Wait, how did he... he lit it up. There goes another quarter of my settlement. Hopefully we wipe them out. He's getting the unbreakable for a couple of seconds. We just have to let that end and then do some more damage. There we go. Is that the last of the Qingzhou units? I think there's still one more hiding in there. Or maybe it's a... Oh, Qingzhou Spear. It is another Qingzhou unit. When is she gonna die? She's giving everyone the speed boost. I could duel her, but without weapons would be a bad idea. Need to kill this one. There we go. Alright, they don't have the fire trick anymore. Unfortunately, there's no damage on them on this half of the circle, and I don't think I can cut back fast enough. Not with those cavalry around. Maybe we can try it. See, they're being sent out early. And I don't have a smash ability like Zhao Yun, so we're gonna have to be very careful here. Loop them back. Alright, hopefully the towers will do their job. Haldun is getting picked apart. I think he's gonna die. If they were a little bit more accurate, maybe. Yeah, we just have this side, so we're just going to use this side. Plus, when they fire, they get killed. I'm not going to be tempted by that. That's not going to add much damage. It's going to make them want to go inside. I don't want that. Alright, range units are dropping. This Holdo is going a little bit too fast. Given how close the cavalry are on this side, I probably won't loop them like that. We'll take the slower approach. Play it safe. Yeah, they can cut across here, no problem. Worst case scenario, we lose that one. Best case scenario, that one gets a few shot in. On route, boys. It's not worth it. They're all cavalry very soon, so this is actually going to get scary. They will actually chase. I need her dead. She's boosting too much speed. I don't want this unit to die, because that's the only unit slowing them down right now. Alright, one more pass. Hopefully we can do it. Are you fatigued? No, we're actually doing pretty well. Do we have any sort of resistance? No, we don't. I guess we're just pacing well. We can technically go here. You can see how far that firing range is. Come on, take out a few of those melee cap. Okay, they're all breaking. Nice. She's unbreakable. We take her. She just has a regular weapon too. I mean, this is perfect. She's just running. She's not even attacking back. That's the win. Alright, let's see if we capture anyone. Are you still sieging? Or are we gonna break the siege? I mean, we can force him to break the siege next turn. We caught her again. Once again, we don't want her. This is the one providing them the speed boost. I think this means we should execute her. Or we should actually employ her and then fire her. Oh, they're going for the lumberyard. Very smart. I have no intention of losing this. So this would be a fight that we will have to fight and cut out. We're gonna have to use vision. It got a little tricky last time. We kind of messed it up. But I think we should be able to hold off against them here. Yeah, let's just see how it goes. Alright. So this one could get a little tricky, so we're gonna show how we do it. We'll cut out half of it if we start getting the setup correct, or maybe we just get killed. Reinforcements from over there, they have siege weapons. We're gonna have to run out for sure. I think our fastest units are these, and these. Not that one, that one's 34. These are our fast unit. These are our slow units. So slow unit just need to go to a corner somewhere and stay there. Fast unit, we probably have to divide it up in halves, and some of them have to kite out one position, some of them have to kite out another position, and so forth. But in the beginning, it's all the same. Everybody out. Everybody out. So they're coming from over there. Run! Everyone flee for your lives. Alright, we gotta do the setup. So the slow group, let's see. We just want to run them over there. Depends on how fast we can make the enemy lose vision of us. I mean, technically they never saw us, so they're going to come out searching. If they never gain vision of us, that would be wonderful, but that's probably not possible. See, they already saw some of us, but he charges out. He didn't capture, nor did he go all the way out, which is interesting. But we should be okay. So here. I mean, we didn't do anything. They're just running. Alright, I think we're fine now. I think everyone's hidden, everyone's in a good position, and I can cut out the rest, because the AI will actually not be able to find us. I don't even know who got last exposed. I think they got last exposed. So if they look, they should look over there. But anyways, we'll cut out the rest. It's a good setup. No one's really going to kill us here. See you guys at the end. So that was technically a draw. if you consider Sun Quan's attack on Hefei draws as well, by this definition, but we'll take some money.
放了他们。
And they get to continue to siege us, which is a little bit annoying. And we got Yellow Turbans suiciding. Go for it. A burned officer? Well, off with your head. Double burned officer. If only we can recruit them. Alright, it's absolutely a mess over here. Cao Cao got vassalized by Sun Quan, that's fitting. Although I don't remember seeing Zhou Yu. I guess that Sun Ce died, maybe he never spawned. Ooh, we got ourselves the second garlic. He will continue to hold here until he dies of old age. Zhao Yun did his job. I think it's our turn to counterattack. I'd rather just take the tea first. I wonder if they leveled it up for me. It was level 1 when we took it last time. They did. It's level 3 now. We'll just delegate it. Probably be casualty free if we actually fight this though. It's fine. Not gonna feel threatened. Pretty close to casualty free. Zhao Yun saving kids. It gave us level 3 back. We lost level 1, gave us 2 free levels. Now, if the 3 of them team up to fight us... Oh, this is not even the army. We should be fine. We have Night Battle. I could pick this army apart real quick, just to lessen the load on them. It's basically us dueling Yuan Shang, kicking him off the map. Burned officer Yuan Shang. Think about joining us. Can we whoop this army by ourselves? Probably not. Not even with Night Battle. Should we fight them though? Actually, I want to be standing outside. So I don't want to get a garrison wipe event. I can Night Battle them, but like, there's a lot of men here. And 23 cavalry here. Full health general here. We'll just recall him. His job is done. These are all good. We can take Things Capital over here, get ourselves another administrator.
我等配得上胜利。此城归我军所有了。
2 more turns, yeah. Conquering a little bit too much land. But that's fine.
群山之力。
So I believe we can either use Taishitsu, or we recruited her with the pacifist boost. Not a really good skill tree though. Taishitsu's reroll never happened, so he can actually be a pretty decent administrator. Luling also have copper, so I guess he would be the one. He just wouldn't be here defending it because we have him out on the field. And that could be okay, because this is no longer frontier land for us, and if we're not spawning rebels, because we're keeping tax at least reasonably reasonable. I mean, some of these local force situations we can't avoid, but most of them we're trying to turn around. And once the faction support dies down, local force goes away, we should be fine. Oh, is this local force ever going to go away? I guess we can summon someone real quick just to wipe them out. Zhang Fei's crew. And have a little fun. Probably have her recalled. Have him lead for higher capture chance. You're causing a public order issue, so you're gonna have to go.
日此战乃是
I
大
did
义之
catch
胜。
her, but I'm just gonna release for cash.
放了吧。稳住阵型。
Okay, you guys did great. We made so much money from just battles. So much money, post-battle loot. Alright, they're trying to put up a defense here, but it's not gonna
坚如
matter.
盾牌，势
Give
如
them
利
some
刃。
experience here as well. Although I could get more movement if I use them to attack and them to reinforce, but I think it's fine. There's not anywhere I would like to reach real quick. Oh, he actually can't reach, so
向前推进，
we are gonna have to do this. And decisive victory, they will take some damage, no big deal. Quite a high level
憧憬胜利，
armland here.
尔等必将无往不利。
So many men there. Ooh, elusive is good for income, but we already have a commander administrator. So I think for you, it's gonna be money.
放了吧，这是我们应得的。我已准备好作战
It's a
了。
level 4 rice patty. I don't need it to be level 5 though, so it's good. Let's get you to night battle. And you're gonna use another garlic. We're gonna pump up the replenishment here for this army. It's a lot of battle left to fight. I think we take the city first and then the livestock. So I think we want to clear all this before we go to Danyang. So out and then in type of thing. This is fine. This is not fine, but I can't do anything. I can push them out, but there's reinforcements, so I can't win the delegate. So we're gonna let them fight us again, obviously. Pacifists. Well, we made you administrator, so that's a great trait to pick up. Alright, since I'm pretty rich, we will take a peek at his faction. Xiao Yuan's still pretty happy. Death of a friend. Sima Yi's surprisingly happy. Probably got a pretty good faction-wide position. Everyone else is knocked out, so we have to kill people to get them out onto the field. What can I do with you? Well, first, let's see the defense +4. Okay. We can drop him to 50. Okay, there's no defense on that one. So once we get enough points here in 3 turns, because of the +4 defense, we can get discredit faction and drop him to 40, and maybe he will be available as a... Oh, she's gonna leave. I don't want her back. Alright, she's useless. This one. I don't want... We got the points on Xiao Yuan, that's pretty much all we got out of her. I don't want her to actually come back to my faction. We did pick up a couple generals through capture. So she's unbreakable as well. Pretty good retinue. She can replace one of our unbreakable generals for the same purpose. Humble means she's pretty easy to keep. Sure, we're paying 150, but that's fine. Probably gonna look to make her administrator in the future if I can get these skill trees, but I feel like it's kind of not that good. I feel like it's maybe someone we should just fire. The units are kind of unique, but they're not that strong either. So I think we say goodbye to her. We have administrators everywhere, right? Oh wait, we didn't put Taishutsu in there, did we? Right, because we're debating about whether he's on the field or not, whether we can use him. Ooh, a burned officer. But the thing is, she's going to be on the field too. She's ready on the field. He's also a burned officer. I guess I agree with the assessment. He doesn't need to be there for them. We'll take the maximum amount of bonuses we can, especially construction discount at this point. That's pretty much a waste of a building slot here. get the county up first. Although I kind of want to wait for shaft mining. Let me just build that up. These are going... Alright, I guess we don't want to rush anything. If we can have savings, we have savings. This is still pretty frontier, sadly, because the fact that we can get sailed on, so I can't upgrade it past our... can't reach small city, basically. Jian'an is not safe yet, but will be safe soon. Let's just upgrade this for now. Alright, we are 40k in the clear. That's a lot of money. It's time to maybe give administrator a good stack. What happened to the administrator? Oh, our son's out. Oh yeah, we summoned him onto the field. Right. So also a case where Poli doesn't need to defend here. He has a good stack. Yeah, we can start shifting some of them up. Aishitsu is not going to be here. Well, we have an army here. I don't think we're going to flush this army out. This is going to be a pretty specialized raid army. I might send some armies back here in Lingling. That's where we can recruit cheap. And then we can wipe out these forces here and also give them a hand. A lot of land we kind of want to take here. And Zhuge sitting there doing nothing. So we have only one deployment here. And I think Zhuge gets to come out first. His retinue's garbage right now, but we'll fix that next turn. I'll try to get his fan back as well. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's it. That's all we really need to do. Still going to be another round of defensive battles coming up. Let's see what happens. Yep, they're going to give him another shot. They're going to do equally bad this time. So see you guys at the end here. Alrighty, they never had a chance. How much money are they going to donate over? 35. We barely killed any men. But 1,000 over here. Not bad. And they're giving the lumberyard one more shot. Also same thing. Let's just end this. Alrighty, we took care of the siege problem by just wiping them out. And look at the rivalry here. Because we wiped out his faction. He used to own Nanhai. He lived a long life. I think the horse is worth more than the 200, so off with his head. Alright, Zhang Yan wants to give it a try now. So we're gonna have to do it again. We just have no choice here. Alrighty, we actually did a little bit of fighting and we actually ended up killing them. Like actually in the fight outside the doors. That went pretty well actually. I don't think I need any bandit characters. Yeah, just gonna release for the money. And Zhang Yan himself is here. This is very annoying. They can have it. I had enough of fighting at this lumberyard. We're gonna give it to Zhang Yan. We'll take it back in the future. Yeah, we could have looped them forever, but it was getting too much. The recording time for these episodes, it's like 2 hour plus just to get about an hour content out here. And we're in spring, and that's a good time to end our episode. We're gonna build up a new army for Zhuge Liang over here while we still have this bonus. And then we're going to just maintain the fishing port and the city for now. I think Zhao Yun will come to Hefei to give everyone else a treat. And then we'll eventually retake that once we digested all of the south, because we're making quite the push everywhere to basically beat back Sun Quan's army. Our main army here. We'll take the rest of the coastline here. We'll probably actually take a cut here from Kuaiji into northern Jian'an, into Xingdu, then out into Danyang again. Meanwhile, we have a full stack here that's going to chase down Cao Cao's army. They're in an encampment this time, but I think we have fire arrows, so we'll make really quick work of that and run their army down. And then we'll take our armor smith, then push into Changsha, take out their capital, take Chibi, then we'll loop down into Poyang from the north. Probably that will be the route we will take. We have no siege weapon in this army, so it'll be a little bit slow. They have siege weapon, they will cut through Yuzhang, and they will take all of Yuzhang and maybe join them at Changsha. Depends on the order of things, but we'll probably team up to grab that one. Or maybe Zhuge Liang can pick up some siege weapons and join us there as well. We have options here, a lot of manpower here. We're going to have most of our army on this side, making the push towards here. And then we're likely going to join up with Lu Jiang's force. They'll basically maintain the status quo until our main armies arrive, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one, and see you all next time. Bye!